Explosive Pro Wrestling will celebrate its 9th anniversary at the Vasto Club, Balcatta on November 27th. This is the countdown to Reawakening 9. If the year 2010 has shown us anything, it's that the tag team division in Explosive Pro Wrestling is a force to be reckoned with. Over the past couple of years, we've seen some of the best tag team matches that I think I've ever seen, and it's going to culminate at Reawakening 9 when we see 3 teams fight and battle it out to become the #1 contenders for the EPW Tag Team Championship. And they'll also get that shot later on in the night.
You know, we had Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste, Team Murder, Death, Kill. Somewhat living up to their name, decimating every tag team that came their way. And then we single-handedly took their belts from them, took their reputation down, and now we are the 2 men standing on top of the mountain. So much so that every other team in this company is running scared. So much so that the board of directors has had to put a mishmash of 3 separate teams together just to get a #1 contender to face us at Reawakening.
Now the newly reformed Blitz Team, Shane Haste and Alex Kingston, they're back together. These guys are former EPW Tag Team Champions, and while holding those titles, they also had a match of the year. Now this is something that they're going to have the upper hand over both other teams in this matchup. They're going to be hungry to get those tag team titles back around their waist, and if they manage to get past both of the competitors and face the tag team champions in that night, they got a hell of a lot of stamina. These guys are fit and have great cardio conditioning, so it's definitely possible for those guys to walk away with the titles at Reawakening 9.
Let's start with the ones who just dropped it, shall we? Shane Haste. Since he lost Mikey Nichols, he's been nothing but a shadow of his former self. They used to be the dream team of EPW.
Dream team? More like snooze you lose team. Am I right, fellas? Because they snoozed and they loosed.
It's lost.
Whatever.
Anyway, Shane Haste, and now he has to team with Alex Kingston. Sure, they've been tag champs before, but really, compared to us, there's no comparison.
Now AZ Vegara has had an interesting year in tag team wrestling. Originally he was lined up with Damian Slater. He had to find himself a new partner, and he's chosen Dan Moore. And I think it's a smart move on his behalf as well, because Dan Moore is a former EPW Tag Team Champion and has lots of experience in tag team wrestling.
He had the golden boy, Damian Slater. Where's he this time?
Who cares?
He's got Dan Moore. Last time we saw Dan Moore, he was running around in a mask in a rookie battle royal. Shows you how far he's come.
There's Team Allstar. You've got Brad West and the West and Michael Morleone. They're coming off with a head of steam, full of momentum after winning that Riot Den matchup at Road to Glory. And I don't think they're going to stop. These guys are just going to try and steamroll through any opposition to get themselves some EPW Championship gold. I mean, they've got that great dynamic. Brad West, very smart wrestler. The Dons are powerhouses. The 2 of them together, I think, work so well. And the way Team Allstar's been going lately, I mean, really, it speaks for itself. We could very well see them as future tag team champions.
And finally, Team Allstar, who may have come off one of the biggest wins of their joint careers against the Blackest Hour. But really, without their main star, without their team captain, Sebastian Sander, leading the charge, then their hope for taking on yours truly and the big man here are between slim and none.
Reawakening tag team matches is not something that I haven't done before. I mean, I'm a former EPW Tag Team Champion. My partner, the Don, is a former EPW Tag Team Champion. But stepping into a match like this, 5 guys out of the 6 have worn those straps before. You just have to look at the guys in the match. I mean, the Blitz Team, they go at it 100 miles an hour. Former Tag Team Champions. They're one of the best teams in the country. Then you've got Dan Moore and AZ Vegara, 2 guys that have been hungry for so long. Dan Moore, a former Tag Team Champion himself. But at the end of the day, me and the Don, we're on a roll. We just left the Riot Den victorious. Look, I heard that Jonathon Wimbledon said that we don't have a chance because Sebastian Sanders not in this match. The only reason you two are walking around with those titles is because you had AZ Vegara and Damian Slater helping you in the first place. At Reawakening, you two are going to have to stand alone against us after we go through this triple threat match and see if you're as good as you think you are. I suggest that you're not.
Honestly, do any of those teams stand a chance against the greatest tag team champions this company has ever seen?
Whoever it is that finds themselves victorious in the three-way #1 contenders match is going to really have their work cut out for them, because they're going to face the current EPW Tag Team Champions, Jonathon Wimbledon and Chris Weiss. Time and time again, these guys have had awesome matchups. They took it to Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste, the dream team, the team no one thought would ever lose the tag team titles, but they did it and they beat them and now hold the gold. And it's so interesting and it's so fitting that their first title defense is going to be up against a team that has already wrestled previously that night. And I think that alone is going to make it just so hard for whoever it is to beat the current tag team champions. These guys are just going to take it to whoever it is they face, and they fought really hard to win those titles. They're going to fight even harder to keep them.
5 of the 6 wrestlers in this match are former EPW Tag Team Champions, so I think it's going to be one hell of a match. And although there's a lot of talent and just a lot of athleticism in this match, I really think with the experience of Brad West and the hunger and passion and just brute force of the Don, I think Team Allstar are going to take it.
I'm going to have to go with Blitz Team. Oh, I hate the Blitz Team. I hate the Blitz Team. Oh, yeah. Not the Blitz Team, probably Team Allstar. Team Allstar, definitely. They've got the experience factor. So yeah, Team Allstar. Yeah, Team Allstar. Yeah, Team Allstar.
You know, Chris Weiss and Johnny Wimbledon are sitting backstage, rubbing their hands together, getting to face the winner of the tag team #1 contenders match. I think Shane Haste is very good with Mikey Nichols, but he's at his best when he's with Alex Kingston. They're relaxed, they're having fun at the Blitz team, and yeah, I think they'll absolutely get past AZ and Dan Moore.
Triple threat match for the #1 contendership to the EPW Tag Team titles. Why wasn't I invited? Why wasn't gorgeous Gary invited? Just because my brother's out, my darling brother is out, incapacitated with his poor back. I've been getting him massages every single time I see him. And what's that amounting to? No match at Reawakening for me in that tag title match. You know what? I don't care who wins it. It's a big match. It's for the tag titles. But the Schmitz is where it's at. You put this face on a poster, it makes you money. Schmitz should be in this tag title match. It's going to be great, but I'm not in it.
The three-way #1 contenders tag team match is an interesting match, and I think everybody's just brushing over it because they believe that one way or another that Chris Weiss and Jonathon Wimbledon will be walking out of Reawakening still the tag team champions. I think people are underestimating the role that momentum plays in professional wrestling, and the fact is Team Allstar are on a massive roll at the moment. They're fresh off the Riot Den match at Road to Glory, a huge win over the Blackest Hour, and if anybody can take that momentum and roll on into Reawakening, then it's Brad West and the Don Michael Morleone.
So EPW, bring them on. Any challenger we will face, because we will prove to each and every person out there that we are the greatest tag team that this company has ever or will ever see. Regardless of who we face, we will always come out
victorious.
Huh?
Victorious.
Exactly. Victorious.